We're back. We're alive. Woo!
We're here. We're here.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Oui, mademoiselle.
Amour toujours.
Oui. This is a very excited chicken. Yeah.
We're back with the show. Another new show. How many have we done, Debrianna?
7,000.
Kind of seems like it.
It kind of seems like it. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy, baby. But, you know, further work on the book today. I think we've got a publicist. So we're very happy about that, which is that's a huge deal. I don't know if anybody out there has hired publicists, but it's not easy.
Easy. It's a lot of money. It's personal. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like finding a therapist. You have to find somebody that really
that gets you
and gets you and it's gonna like help you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know?
It's a lot.
Because, yeah. But this, if we go with the outfit we think we're gonna go with, you know, they think bigger than just the book. So that's really cool.
That's exciting for us, because we have ideas. We're idea girls.
We got a lot going on upstairs.
And you're back from old Paris. Whee!
Oh my gosh. It seems like it was 40 years ago.
I know. Oh my God.
You hit the ground running. But oh my God, you got Mike, you're so funny.
Thank you.
WKRP in Cincinnati. Only people of a certain age know what you're talking about.
That's right.
Yay, thanks for joining us. Yeah, no, I had the best time in France. It was really, you know, I just gotta say, it's good to go to other first world countries to see how they do it. And we're just not we're not at our best right now. I think
we're not. And our media made it look like France was on fire, like burning to the ground.
Here's the thing. I was telling somebody today earlier. My sister Heidi went to college there for 4 years, and so you know, I've spent a lot of time there, and they, you know, are in the streets over the price of bread. Obviously, that happened. You know, a long time. They're known for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like they strike a lot. They have organized national strikes. It's not just in Paris. Like when we were there, they had a couple national strikes. It means every city in the country. And so they're pissed. And the thing is, of course, our media, you know, only shows the fringe. I don't think those are the people that are upset. The people that are upset are of retirement age, okay? And they have a right to be upset. And but it's very organized, and I think that you know, why does our media do that? I don't know why we do it.
Well, I kind of have an idea. I think they want us not to see that getting in the streets and organized striking and organized protesting can work on the government. If we see that it works, we might start trying it.
And then the majority of it is peaceful, and it's just, you know, people are like, hey, listen to us. And you know, I don't know how this one's gonna play out, but I mean, you know, it's very complicated. It's not just one issue. There's a lot of different stuff going on there, just like any
I think they raised it. I think they raised it 2 years. I think that was the upshot, that they did that, but they did it with a vote or something, and it happened.
I mean, it's hard when people just make decisions without talking about it.
Well, I wonder where that happens.
But it's layered, though. He ran on that. He said he was going to, you know, we could get into this discussion.
But we're not gonna.
Just DM us.
You know, we're making cauliflower mashed potatoes, people.
I mean, the main thing is, Debrianna, I got to lose some weight. Okay, I just ate butter for like a week and a half.
Okay, well, this is what I'm going to say about the cauliflower mashed potatoes that I'm making. Mashed potatoes. This is my theory about cutting down on stuff like that. Like if you're cutting down on carbs, you can't just have cauliflower and mash it and think that that's going to satisfy you in the same way. Just like I may make the spiralized zucchini and noodles But if you just make spiralized zucchini noodles, you are left hungry and wanting, and it's not satisfying. So I always mix it, this is the secret, with a little bit of the real stuff. So you're cutting down, you're just not cutting out. And that, I think, allows people to continue to, stay on a path instead of feeling deprived and like they can't do it, or they do it for a few days and then they're like, I can't do this because it tastes bad.
Nobody's happy when they're deprived.
No. And so to that note, we all know fat carries the flavor, so I'm not skipping on fat. I'll tell you about ways to cut it down if you want to, but these are not necessarily low cal, they're just low carb.
Right. And the other important fact I think is, and that you and I both share, is it's about the quality of the ingredients too. It's like, you're going to buy organic cauliflower, you're going to buy good potato, you know what I mean? Like you got to, have the good ingredients and you're going to be more satisfied too because it tastes,
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's half and half. Half and half works. We're not using that today, but I'll show you what I'm doing. You guys,
that far, okay,
Kelly, on it how you want.
Easy enough to put the cauliflower in the mashed potato. Okay.
So I felt like I was back in our early COVID days today when you can't find anything at the grocery store.
What's going on, Debrianna? I went too. The shelves are bare. What's up? And
I was at Trader Joe's today. They had none of the frozen vegetables that I usually get and stock my freezer with. They had no cauliflower, heads of cauliflower. I was like, where's all the groceries I came in here for?
I'm kind of freaked out. Like I went to Sprouts and I feel like everything was up in price like a third. I swear to God. Like, what is that?
On top of it, what you can find is more expensive.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I ended up getting pre-cut cauliflower, which I don't usually get because, as you know, I use the whole cauliflower. I use the core, the leaves on the sides. It all goes in the soup bag. But, I did what I could, people. I did what I could.
You do what you got to do. Hey, I got my kombucha for $2.99, so I'm happy. Okay.
Okay, so here's one of the secrets. Is to this 12-ounce bag that's already pre-cut and washed, I am adding 2 small Yukon Gold potatoes.
Okay.
So if this serves 4 people, that's all you're going to have in potato, like a half of this potato. That's not a lot.
Instead of 9 potatoes.
Right. Instead of, a big cup of mashed potatoes. So what I'm going to do is cut the pieces into slices that are maybe a 1/4 inch thick.
Okay.
Because part of it is I want it to cook fast. I don't like wanting to. I don't want to wait, for everything to cook at the same time.
You got things to do.
I got shit to do. All right. So I'm going to do the 2 potatoes like that. Just 1/4 inch slices. And with those Yukon Golds, they're creamy potatoes. And you can use the skin and everything. So you don't have to peel them. Super easy. Just throw them in the pot. Now I'm going to look at these cauliflower florets. And I'm going to make sure they're cut kind of small too.
Okay.
These look like they're kind of
cut
cut
small. What are you doing? Are you putting them in a pot with water? Are you?
Yeah, I'm getting there, girlfriend.
You're just wondering, asking for a friend.
Yes, we're going to get there. So what I want to do is get them all in this, this is my favorite soup pot or, vegetable pot. It just seems like it's always the right size. I'm not really sure what size it is. It's the size I like.
It looks like, what it looks like, just to bring France back in. They're in France, they make this thing called potager, okay? And it's basically vegetable pureed soups. And they are freaking amazing. And we had one day, it was, what was it? Butternut squash and maybe cauliflower in it and leek. And it was just, I don't know what it is. It's like They
Oh,
whip it. It's like the creamiest, best thing ever with garlic and butter.
so
and cream.
delicious.
So
Okay,
good.
so what I'm going to do is kind of a cross between steaming and boiling, but I'm not going to use that much water. I'm going to use about a cup of water.
Okay.
Hot water I'm going to put in here now. And our favorite, better than bouillon, chicken stock.
Better than bouillon. It's the best thing ever.
It's chicken stock. Now they make a fabulous roasted vegetable if that's your thing and you don't want the chicken. As you know, we love chicken.
They have a garlic one. They have a mushroom one.
Yeah, the mushroom one is really good.
The beef one's good. I mean, you kind of need each one depending on what you're making.
Yeah, no, it's in chicken stock. You know, they have chicken and beef and vegetable, all organic at Costco, and they're in these giant jars. I love it.
And I'll tell you, let's just say, you ran out of stock or whatever, and you're like, oh, what am I going to do? I want to make this soup. You literally could take the better than bouillon, add it to water. And
Here it is. Here it is. There we go. Soup stock. I'm going to pour that in, and that's about a cup. I think I put a cup in there, and I'm going to steam that. And the reason why I don't want too much water in there is because when this is cooked, I'm going to just leave the water in there, and that's what I'm going to use to, so I'm not using a ton of half and half or milk.
Okay.
And then the chicken stock flavors it.
Yes. Okay. That's so smart. Why don't I ever do that?
I don't know. Thank you.
Why didn't I ever do that? I was just like,
we love chicken.
I just throw out my steamed water. Why do I do that?
I don't know. You know what? That's the other thing. I've been known to do that too. Steamed. If vegetables are steamed and there's water in there that I'm not going to use like this to puree something, I pour it in the bag that I have in the freezer with all those vegetable ends. And then when I go to boil it, it's got that too.
See, of course you do. That is so God, because it's all about the flavor. You're gonna have a bland soup. You have to add a lot to it.
Yeah. Well, you think I was born during the Depression, but I wasn't. Okay, so that part's done. That's gonna steam away. Hopefully it'll go fast since I used hot water. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a clove of garlic, pretty good sized clove, and about probably 3/4 of this leek.
Okay.
And then I am going to cut it into my little leeky poo into, little rounds, maybe about, I don't know, a 1/16 of an inch. They're pretty thin.
Okay.
And I'm going to crisp those with the garlic in some ghee, and I'm going to be able to stir those into the potatoes when they're served.
That sounds so good.
It should be. It should be good. That's what we're gonna hope. Okay, so I always have ghee at home. If you guys don't know what it is, it's basically, I guess you'd call it clarified butter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I make my own, or I get it at my favorite store on earth, Costco, where they have organic ghee.
She's Costcovian. She has a Costco passport.
They have organic ghee there, in a jar already made.
I gotta tell you, because I don't go to Costco, not because no reason, but I happened to go when I was staying with Holly, and I was just like, it was just like mind blown. God.
Yeah, totally. No, and I don't know if they're all like this, but our particular Costco has a lot of organic stuff.
They did have good stuff. It was very different from 30 years ago last time.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yeah. No, they have phenomenal stuff in there. So
I know,
yeah.
there's a lot of cool stuff. You could get lost in there for years.
Thank God I know where everything is now, because it's like the place you can't get out of for under
Yeah, they don't really
$200.
tell you where anything is. Their signs don't work. You
No,
know, you
well,
know what it is.
they want you wandering around the store and then going, oh, don't I need that?
Yep.
But I have been known to be able to go in there and just buy 3 or 4 items, and they're usually astounded.
You're like, you have self-control, because I don't know if everyone else does, you know.
I'm sure most people do not. I am sure. So
Yeah,
some people don't like to use the really green part of the leek.
Yeah.
Put it in your soup bag.
I always use it.
I do too, but a lot of people don't. So,
okay.
You know. All right, so this is boiling. This is heating. Over here, the ghee is melting. And then I minced up my garlic, like a big clove. And I'm going to throw these in here, the leeks, and I want to crisp them up. So just keep an eye on them, but they're going to be delicious on there. So you can, you can do all kinds of things. Oh, Trader Joe's did have this today. Where is it? I have that. Have you seen it? The
here it is.
Green chili? No, not that.
Not that.
Yeah. No, there's green chili, like shaky green chili. Right, I can't find it in there.
What do you mean, like sauce or?
No, it's flakes, green chili flakes.
Oh wow, yum!
And they're really good.
Oh wow.
So think about
that.
stuff you can add. Like you could add the green chili flakes to that.
I have some ground hatch chili powder I put on a lot of things.
Yep.
But green chili flakes sounds good.
Oh, they're really good. I'll get you a bottle of it. It's like it's in the spice area.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's at every Trader Joe's. I think some of them are, they're kind of site specific.
We just got a question. Do you ever grow cauliflower in your garden?
No, I do not. Because I think I'd have to have a much bigger garden to do that, because, it makes one plant.
Yeah.
And I think our garden's pretty small. So if I was going to plant, I want like a big row of cauliflower. Well, I did when I was a kid. We grew it as kids.
I have grown it. I'm not currently growing it now, but these days, but I have grown it.
Yeah.
Broccoli and the kind of cruciferous.
Yeah. You know what I like to grow instead of broccoli is the kind of broccoli rabe kind.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about that is that the leaves are really nutritious.
Yeah.
And so I'll use the leaves for, all kinds of stuff, salads and pestos and all that.
Oh yeah, I love making pesto out of weird leaves.
Yeah.
That's the title of my memoir.
What?
I like to make pesto out of weird leaves. A life. No, okay.
Oh, all right, so I'm just going to give this a stir, check on it. It's literally it's getting there. It's almost there.
Okay, that's fast.
So the thing you're looking for are the potatoes to cook through.
Yeah,
that's why I wanted them, kind of thin.
Yeah. Okay.
So
this is a revelation to me, because I always boil the potatoes.
Yeah.
Just to think you can steam them and then use the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think I ever cook potatoes in anything but chicken stock or vegetable stock, no matter what I'm doing with them.
See what you learn on Corona Kitchen, okay?
Like potato salad, like anything like that. They always taste better if they're cooked in something.
Yeah, that makes such sense than just plain water. Blah.
Oh, speaking of potato salad, if you wanted to, you could make bacon crumbles for the top of your cauliflower potatoes.
Oh.
So, you can think of stuff that shoots it out of the park a little bit. So this is what I'm going to do.
Don't forget the cheese, Debrianna.
I'm not. As a matter of fact, here it is.
I knew it. I was having a mind meld. I knew you were doing the cheese next.
Yes, this is a half a cup of our favorite Toscano cheese.
Yum.
Which they have at Costco. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of sour cream to it.
This is gonna be good.
And some butter. And this is what I'm going to use to squish it.
Right, the stick blender.
The stick blender, yeah. So you do it right in the pot.
So this is not for the vegans, but it could be.
It could be.
Yeah.
If you don't want to use sour cream, you could use yogurt. That's not vegan either, but I think they have some kind of vegan yogurt. You do you.
You just figure it out. Your fake butter, all your stuff.
Yeah, but I have this lovely little bit of sour cream left from making a cake the other day, and I thought, I'm going to throw that in there. If you wanted, you could use like Greek yogurt instead. If you were, opposed to sour cream or don't have it. A lot of people always have yogurt around.
Right.
So I just like to think of things that, add a little bit more flavor and don't make you want to go, oh, I hate cauliflower potatoes. They taste disgusting. They don't.
No. These are all the ingredients that you're bringing together. Sound so delicious. But you're raising the flavor profile and complexity. That's, I think, what we're trying to say to everybody out there. It's just, don't just use cauliflower and,
and water or a little butter like you would. I mean, seriously, no wonder people don't like cauliflower mashed potatoes. Because it's yeah, they don't have to be.
Yeah, they could. These are gonna be amazing. I can tell you that right now.
So I'm gonna be serving pork cutlets. That I'm gonna set those right on top. You could do a piece of fish, set it right on top.
Yeah.
That's dinner tonight, people.
Yummy.
Yeah, super good. So sometimes too, when I have this left over, and I have like maybe a cup left over or something, I'll have it for lunch and I'll add, a little more chicken stock and make creamy cauliflower soup.
Oh, yum.
So then you could take the leftovers and like just push them a little farther.
You could fry them up with an egg and make a little patty situation,
It's delish.
A lot of stuff with mashed things.
Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with mashed things. All right, so I think that's my story. So that's what I'm going to do as soon as these are cooked. And maybe they are. Let's see now. Then I'll do it while you guys are here.
Yeah, that hasn't taken very long at all.
No. Nope. Yep, it's done.
So I have to tell you, in France, I ate a lot of dairy. It's the dairy capital. They have an obsession with cheese that's just on a level, But I don't know what it is. If it's just like the cheese is not as processed or whatever. But I never get lactose intolerant there. I never get stomach ache. You know what I mean? Like I
do, and I think it's because their cows don't eat.
Yeah, and there's the grass-fed cows and all that stuff.
Yeah. Stupid stuff our cows eat.
But I did post a lot of pictures of cheese. I mean, just the most amazing cheeses. I never get sick of it. Now I'm on cheese withdrawal right now.
Oh no, okay. Well, here, I won't show you my cheese. All right, so this is almost soft enough that I could mash it with my fork. So yeah. Okay. And then here, and these are the crispy garlic and leeks going on there. I'm going to turn those off.
Burn out there, people.
Yeah, baby. And I'm just going to add about, I don't know, a tablespoon of butter to it.
Give or take.
More or less. Yep. And I did a hefty sprig of black pepper because I like it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You guys, you do you. But here, look at this. Watch how fast. Done. Finish
David, see, look at this. These stick blenders are just a joy.
Oh,
They're
I
so
love my
fun.
stick blenders so
Make them
much.
so easy. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, and this would probably serve, I bet that 12 ounces, it was hard to know because I don't usually buy that stuff in packages, but I bet this will serve 3 people.
God, look how good that looks.
Yeah.
Or second helpings for me.
Or, yes.
Right? But see, well, here's what's wonderful about doing the mashed thing. Like you said, you could make that a soup if you feel like it.
Yep. It's very, very simple.
Yeah.
And by the time this was cooked, because everything was small, almost all of the liquid was absorbed, just a little bit left in the bottom of the pan, enough to make this
That's perfect.
creamy.
Yum.
And quite delicious.
It looks really good.
Yeah, it'll be super good. So I will post a picture.
Yay! Bravo.
And that's my story.
Bravo.
That's my story, people.
Yay.
So happy to see you guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. You know, we're back on the episodes. Although Debrianna and I both have gotten some film and play theater work, so
yeah,
you know, we're gonna be, you know,
a little busy.
Yes. Good problem to have, so.
Yeah, it is. Finally, it's the first play I've done other than my own and since before COVID. So I'm really happy. I'll be at the New Mexico Actors Lab in June performing in Morning Sun with 2 other wonderful actresses and directed by Robert Benedetti.
Bravo. Yay.
Yay. Hey, thanks you guys. Enjoy whatever it is you're eating tonight. And we'll see you next week.
Just be kind to your fellow human.
Please be kind.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. Be kind.